What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlightened Luciferian Prince coming at y'all once again. Um, Hope you guys are still enjoying these uploads. I'm trying to do it as regularly as I can, keeping up the schedule and trying not to get too swamped in personal affairs and family business, stuff like that. If it's your first time viewing this channel, if you ever seen my videos before, or you never, I should say, see my videos before, please do stick around. If you don't like what I have to say, you don't have to. I understand everybody's attention span, everybody's interests are different. But if you have viewed my channel before and you are a viewer, please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure when you hit the subscribe button, you hit all. So every time I upload regularly, you will not be left out of new uploads. Also to mention, if you're watching this video around children, please just know my videos are not for children. I do curse. It is what it is. Now, I wanted to elaborate on this point once again because I think that a lot of people need more of this interpretation, so to speak, in regards to the realm of contracts. And the reason why I want to emphasize on contracts is because people don't realize how detrimental that these contracts are. Now, contracts have many hidden clauses in them. Now, many people who view this channel before, they already know that what I'm saying is very true. And these hidden clauses are nothing more than obligations to make you responsible for the fulfillment of it. Anyone that extends a contract is extended to you in hopes, in good faith, as they say in law, that you will fulfill it. Now, this could be loans, this could be mortgages, this could be anything ranging from auto loans, home loans, student loans, any type of loan. Put it like that, just rounded about in that. Or in the legal spectrum, community service, probation, jail time, or in any aspect of your life. Let me just simplify it. These are obligations that obligatorily bind you to a fulfillment of a duty. Now, the reason why on my channel I stress and emphasize the fact that a lot of people need to learn what it is to become a secured party creditor is because you can actually renegotiate the contract as a secured party creditor. Now, as I said before in my videos, I told people, I said, well, if you understand that in commerce, if you don't have property, you have no commercial leeway to actually make a negotiation in regards to anything. Why do I say this? Because the United States holds your Social Security account in receivership. In other words, everything that is accrued from your energy, which is the byproduct of your birth certificate, goes to the United States. You get nothing. Now, you'll understand why there are people who are not U.S. citizens who come from their nationality, their origin, their point of nationality, and they have what is called dual citizenship. See, dual citizenship means that any tax treaty company or corporation that is a treaty with the United States can send its own citizens here and they can claim dual citizenship, just like you can do. But you haven't been informed of that. But that's putting the carriage before the horse. So when you see people who are classified as immigrants that come over here with a certain tax classification, who can get types of businesses and grants, it's only because of the legal system behind the British Protectorate, which is nothing more than the colonialistic mind that has allowed them to actually do commerce in the United States borders. This is the reason why they can get business loans. This is the reason why they can get all this stuff, because they have what is called dual citizenship. This is why they can speak fluent English. This is why they can speak it, because they speak it in their home country in order for them to diversify. That's what it is. Now, the only people who cannot diversify, except for on a minimal level, are people that are melanated in this country and people who are not SPCs or people who do not understand the credit system. And this is the problem. Now, instead of people looking for so-called reparations, or instead of people looking for so-called handouts from government or so-called loans, people need to start reorganizing their expenses and to take their matters into their own hands. This is the economic and socio-political power that has been taken from the melanated community. I don't care what people say. And the reason why it has been taken is because ethnically, and this is not a racial thing before people get me misconstrued, this is a social economic thing, which is a system based upon white supremacy, based upon colonialism. It's a historical fact. Whether people disagree with me or not, it's a fundamental fact that once you are independent enough to be able to sustain and maintain yourself in your own right, which is sovereignty, then you don't need government anymore. And there is nothing worse than a narcissistic government that feels as if you don't need them. See what I'm saying? So when these other people are coming here, they are relying on resources that are doled out by the ultra vires government, which is only 10 miles square. A lot of people don't understand the socio-economic process in this country, and this is the reason why they don't understand what contracts are. When your social security number, or the social security number, because I really don't say yours, because it's not yours, because I said it in videos previously, the number doesn't belong to you. When this number is used, it's an accounting number. Anything that's an accounting is anything that is accounted. So when I tell people about, in many instances, I said I would never do this video. I wouldn't, but I will make a mention of it in this video because it's for generational educational purposes only. 1099As is how you basically handle your business. Those who know, you know. If you don't know, it is what it is. I'm not going to put it on this channel because I don't need community guidelines violations by anybody that's trying to hate, and I damn sure don't need grifters taking my material and trying to take it somewhere else. Simple as that. I made that mistake yesteryear. I will never make that mistake ever again. But you have to be secure. In order to trademark your name in regards to the Secretary of State, you must be a secure party creditor. None of this stuff works until you do it the right way. And I'm the only person that I've known so far, with exceptions of a few people, who have the gall to basically put this stuff on the airwaves and basically elaborate on it a lot more so more people in the general audience can understand. I know it's a lot of newbies out there, and I know it's a lot of people who are still fumbling, but it's fine. This stuff doesn't come overnight. You have to be able to dedicate yourself to time and study, and it all requires what material are you reading? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of books, a lot of stuff, a lot of materials people have gotten from me over the years, I've got zero complaints in regards to the materials they have. I've been using it myself, still use it to this day. It will never change. But you have to understand what contracts are and how these things oblige you to basically make you susceptible to a commercial industrial system, period. And once you understand what a contract is, you will realize that you better not sign on that dotted line until you reserve your rights. Once you reserve your rights, it is what it is. Irrespective of you knowing full knowledge or full disclosure of what that contract was about. Once you do that, you reserve your rights. You reserve your commercial rights, and you reserve your natural rights in regards to how you're going to proceed in regards to how this contract may go into default, because things happen. Medical emergencies, family emergencies, you might have to travel, you might take off a couple of days from work, you might miss a payment. It is what it is. These are defaults. This is why you establish your security agreement. This is why you put yourself as a whole harmless party in that transaction. And I also tell people you cannot use the UCC1 unless you are secure. The UCC1 does not apply to citizens. It only applies to secure party creditors who are secured in their transactions. You have to have an actual UCC number that you can refer to in your documentation for whenever you do transactions. If you don't have a UCC1 functionally filed and legally obligatory on the system, you are not a secure party creditor. UCC 1308 does not save you in court if indeed you are not secure. Straight. And these things will hold you down in contracts. And most of the time, if they know that you're not secure, because they can go to the Secretary of State's website and look your name up, and they can find if you are who you say you are. If you are who you say you are, they're going to know it. Straight. And I can show you court documentation from years ago. This was years ago. And I didn't write this on the form. And the prosecuting attorney at the time was basically aloof to what a UCC1 was. Didn't even know the power of it until they did their research. Once they did their research, they found out that it was on record. Once they found out it was on record, they realized that this contract is not going to be binding on me, but it'll be binding on you. So whatever agreement I enter into today, whatever agreement I enter into any time from that point forward for the next few years, it will not be binding on me, but it will make you responsible, which means that I am the holder in due course, which means I have the superior security and interest in the property, which means that particularly you can't hold me liable for anything because I'm secure. That's what people don't understand. People think security lies in having a lot of money in your bank account. People think security lies in having a nice car. People think security lies in, having all this stuff. No, it doesn't. That is just things that you're utilizing as what's considered tangible. Anything that's tangible can be destroyed. But your name is only as good as it is as long as you dwell in the physical vessel. And this is on metaphysical principle too. So on the metaphysical level, on the spiritual level, you should elevate your thought to not trying to accumulate things, but to try to minimize things so that the way they don't affect you in the physical realm. Because whether you believe it or not, spiritual mechanics are always used in commerce. And you just learned a very significant truth in less than 12 minutes. Fundamental fact. Contracts are obligations that bind you. They bind you, the natural person, to a sense of performance to fulfill the terms and conditions. Notice what they say. Terms and conditions. Terms and conditions. Terms and conditions to the terms to help simplify it. Contracts and law is what you need to interpret before you actually embark upon this journey. Simple. You must interpret it for yourself. Terms and conditions are very important. That's why I tell people, don't go by word of mouth. Don't go by what people say. Read, study, research, learn. Stop depending on what people say. Don't even depend on what I say. Go to sources. Go to Black's Law Dictionary. Look up some of the terms that I say in my videos. Do some critical research and actually write down some of the stuff that I say, some of the terms I say. You will find out sooner or later, you will find it out for yourself that if it's what it is in a book, this is what they go by. This is called evidentiary rule in commerce. Truth in commerce is sovereign. So if you operate in commerce, you must operate in truth. If you don't have the truth, how can you be sovereign? Rest my case. So, people, before you can implement any of these ideas, before you can do anything, you have to realize that sovereign is an office. Office means it's your job. The same way people go to their job 9 to 5 and running all over the globe saying this is their job, this is your job now. This is not a light switch. This is not something that you turn off and on when you want to use it at your discretion. No, it is your spiritual duty. If you are not mature enough for this process, please stop watching these videos. Stop watching videos of the light. When you watch the movie The Matrix, you'll see it. He said, I offer you the red pill or blue pill. You could take the blue pill and go back to sleep. Act like I never even told you anything. I never said anything. The red pill is the truth. The red pill. Coming at you live from the red room. Because it's true. It makes you more accountable. When you're accountable, there's no more excuses. Since there's no more excuses, what do? You have to act. Or you're better off not even knowing the truth at all. Better off. I know people who base their life literally. I ran across them in all walks of life, irrespective of race, color, creed, nationality, origin, whatever. I already knew it was a tool of colonialism. And yes, I will forever stand as the enemy of this. The Bible is not the truth. It's just, if you understood how many volumes upon volumes upon volumes upon infinite volumes of knowledge there is out there in the world, through experience, books, manuscripts, relationships, whatever, if you base your life upon that, you will repeat this karmic cycle. You will. And they're betting on it because they need that labor. They need that labor. They need that spiritual investment for you to keep coming back feeding this beast system. Keep on believing that. Oh, yeah. And by the way, the British Crown owns the copyright to the King James Version Bible. Straight up. They do. Literally. And every so-called succeeding king or queen from the time of its writing has the ability to change it or alter it according to their whim because it's copyrighted. That is not the word of God. So watch out what you call God. Facts. Watch what you call God. I tell you what, though, the Luciferian doctrine isn't copyrighted, nor will it ever be. So, for people who need to understand spiritual metaphysics behind contracts and law, there you go. Explanation within less than 16 minutes. First time viewing this channel, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for my next upload because that's what I plan on doing for the rest of the week. That's my MO. Okay? If you don't like what I have to say, fine. It is what it is. It's fine. This is just a temporary sphere. We don't have to agree on everything. But one thing that we must agree on is what's evident. And that's the reason why most people who actually say what I say in regards and respects to who they are often deem the enemy, because I know the truth. I don't know the ultimate truth because the ultimate truth is within me. It's not outside of myself. But I do know the truth outside of myself. That's the key. Peace, light, love. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next upload.